Hi, this is Chris Ruspe. I'm coming to you from Applied Financial Wisdom. I'm a comprehensive financial planner and a proprietary money manager. And today we're going to be talking about some of the lessons I've witnessed by watching Tom Brady's career over the last 100 years. It seems like today is a day that I probably never really thought I'd see. And I certainly didn't watch that last game thinking I was watching Tom Brady's last game. What a shock it was to see that he retired today. You know, with successful people, you can learn some life lessons by watching the way they make decisions. And while I don't know Tom personally, one of the things that I really admired about him is that regardless of how high he got up in terms of success, he always found something to motivate himself and challenge himself and push himself. And the more successful you become, the harder it is to do that. His work ethic has been remarked on by people who know him, but his work ethic is really, I think, the thing that sets him apart. His dedication, his commitment, his competitiveness, but just the ability to find things to continue to motivate you has been really remarkable, particularly in the later stages of his career. Some of the financial successes that I've witnessed with Tom Brady's career is one of them is relationships and how important relationships are to being successful. Now, this could be your personal relationships, your friends and family. It could also be your professional relationships, like your coach, your coworkers, and the professionals that you do business with, whether they're tax professionals, legal professionals, in Tom's case, an agent, for the rest of us, financial planners. But these are people that if you surround yourself with the best, it has a huge impact on your career. So one of the life lessons is to find ways to inspire and challenge yourself. The second is surround yourself with the best relationships, the most positive people that you can. Another thing that I noticed about Tom is that you'll notice that he worked very hard to gain his independence and be able to determine the trajectory of the end stage of his career, and his compensation was frequently determined by performance-based metrics. And I think that's a life lesson for us, because if we're going to go out there and we're going to try to be successful and we're really going to be driven and push ourselves, why would we want to receive the same compensation regardless of how we perform? So I think one of the things I always encourage people to do is look for performance-based assessments in your work environment and in anything that you do, because if you're truly dedicated to excellence, it will pay you back. One of the other things that really is popular right now, you can't go anywhere on social media without hearing people talking about their side hustles. And I know that in Tom's case, when he posted about his retirement today, one of the things he referenced was what used to be a side hustle and now may be where he finds a lot of meaning in the next phase of his business life, which is his various what used to be side hustles and are now probably going to be his primary focus. My point is that having a side hustle that you feel passionate about is a good way for you to increase your earnings. It's a good way for you to branch out and educate yourself, and it's a good way for you to really add value to your own life as well as other people's lives. So don't hesitate to get a good job with good benefits, and then throw that side hustle in as something that can be financially lucrative with incentive-based compensation, and also something that can be rewarding personally. Another thing I noticed about his retirement news, you'll notice he mentioned taking it one day at a time. And I think this is an important lesson for us, because we want to be flexible in our financial plan. We want to be flexible in our life plan. And if you have a business, you need to be flexible in your business plan. If you're not, and if you're really inflexible, you're going to miss opportunities, and you're also going to follow through on opportunities that maybe are lost causes. So one of the most important lessons you can learn in the business world is to cut your losses and move on, but also to be flexible and look for day in and day out emerging trends that you can capitalize on. And the other comment he made is that he's going to really focus on activities that add value to people's lives, enrich people's lives. And I really have found, after over 3 decades as a financial planner, that if you can figure out what your skills are, and then you can figure out a way to use those skills to enrich other people's lives, it's tremendously professionally rewarding and also financially rewarding. And I think that's a lesson that Tom talked about in his resignation tweet today. And finally, I just wanted to mention success. You know, at the end of the day, I think we all have to ask ourselves, am I doing what I should be doing this very moment? You know, what I did yesterday, that's gone. What I'm going to do tomorrow, I can't worry about that right now. All I can do is what I'm doing right now. And am I using this time to the best of my abilities? And if you are, then success in some fashion, whatever profession you're in, should follow suit. And when you look at Tom, you see just success wherever he went, and it came from a lot of things, but one of the main things it came from is his dedication, his work ethic, his consistency, the people he surrounded himself with. So hopefully this was, if you're a Tom Brady fan, hopefully this was a nice moment for you to kind of reflect differently about his career. I'll let the football experts talk about all his football-related accomplishments. But I know that I wish I had spent a little bit more time appreciating his performance in his last game. But then again, I guess we can always hope that he gets bored with these side hustles and decides to come back and do what he has been so amazing at, which is defy the odds. Well, we'll be coming out with more video series here over the next couple of weeks. If you'd like to make sure you don't miss them, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this and send it on to somebody you know. Our hope is that we can help 100,000 people this year through the use of social media by bringing them this unique opportunity to hear from someone who's got over 30 years experience in financial planning. And so I just wish you a good day, and I'll be talking to you real soon. Take care.